There is new evidence tonight about the danger of the Zika virus. The World Health Organization says it's spreading, infecting more than 7,500 people on an island off the western coast of Africa. The CDC says 157 pregnant women are officially infected with Zika here in the U.S. The agency has redefined what it considers infected to be a positive test with or without symptoms, leading to a threefold increase in that category. Now, those are the facts and the stats. Now for the look at the politics of Zika, here's Chief Washington correspondent James Rosen.
Briefed on the Zika virus by his top health advisors, President Obama pressured Congress to approve the $1.9 billion package of emergency funds he requested 3 months ago, in part by urging citizens to tell their lawmakers to, quote, get on the job.
My hope was that we would have had a bill that I could sign now.
The president spoke days after the Senate voted up a $1.1 billion package and the House voted along party lines to approve a temporary measure worth $622 million. The House version was so much lower because Republican leaders opted not to reimburse $589 million. The White House already shifted to the Zika effort from an existing pool of funds dedicated to the Ebola virus.
All that the House has done is said you can rob Peter to pay Paul. And given that I have at least pretty vivid memories of how concerned people were about Ebola, the notion that we would stop monitoring as effectively and dealing with Ebola in order to deal with Zika doesn't make a lot of sense.
House and Senate negotiators will have limited time before their next recess to reconcile the two measures, something the top House Republican vowed to do.
We will now work with the Senate to get much needed resources in place.
If any effort is underway to cajole lawmakers, Mr. Obama appears wholly removed from it, and the White House suggested such outreach shouldn't even be necessary.
There is not a member of Congress who is not aware of the request that we have before them.
Whether either side in the Zika dispute is made to face any political costs for the delay in funding would likely depend on how far the virus spreads and on geography.
I think that's why we've seen a lot of members from parts of the southeastern United States where the effects of Zika would probably come first and be larger, really sort of band together to try to get this funding done.
The White House has issued a veto threat for the House measure, but pointedly declined to do so for the Senate version. And that suggests that despite the president's tone toward the Congress in his remarks today, he might be willing to strike a compromise, Brett.
James Rosen live on the North Lawn. James, thank you.